Hello and back to Adam and his talking, sorry. Hello and welcome back to Adam and his beast, and today we're back with Onigokko. News! Most likely I will be able to record on Tuesday from now on, because my shifts have actually changed. The way they handled this was because I mainly take care of the drinks and stuff, like the heavy lifting, all the like crates of drinks and all that. It's basically my job where at the supermarket, and it's usually delivered on Tuesday, but they never know when. So that's why I've been just put on the early shift on Wednesday the entire time. However, now they've decided to change that, because if they do it like that, all the crates are just gonna be in the way for the entirety of Tuesday. So they decided to change it to where instead of coming in on Wednesday in the morning, they'll simply call on Tuesday when the drinks arrive, and I'll just head over there and take care of them. Meaning, I can still record after the D&D session. So that's a big old lovely. Hold on, I need to get the context for that real quick. Anyways, let's just keep going. Everyone met up in the committee room in the next morning. White was the only no-show. Given what happened yesterday, she was reasonably cranky. Akari began by thanking and apologizing to everyone for what had happened, then elaborated in full on the details of our investigation at the encounter with the Fakura in the cabin.
なるほど、そんなことがあったのか。ですが、洞窟の奥に秘宝はなかったんですよね。
はい、あったかもしれないって痕跡だけで秘宝自体はありませんでした。
あの洞窟は西園寺家がすでに調査を行っている。何も隠されてはいない。
あ、やっぱりそうだったんですか。
言ってくれれば教えて差し上げましたのに。スタンドプレーはよくありませんよ。
ごめんなさい。
まあ、あかりちゃんの気持ちはわからなくはありませんけどね。調査を理由にケイスケ君と二人っきりになりたかった。そうですよね。穴の底であんなにぴったりと寄り添っていたくらいです。お二人はやはり相思相愛なんですよね。
Come on, we already told you we were gonna catch colds, and that's all there is to it, and it was out of necessity.
あらあら、本当ですか、ケイスケ君。あかりちゃんを抱っこして嬉しくなかったんですか？
No, I was happy. It was a man's most cherished desire.
ケイスケ
Ow, come on, cut it out!
ケイスケのエッチ、もう
What do you want from me? I'm still a guy!
だが適切な判断だったな。いつ助けが来るかわからない状況なら体力の温存が最終的に生死を分けることもある。浦部はあの場でできる最善の方法を取ったと言えるだろう。素人にしてはよくやった。
まあそうかもしれませんけど、確かにすごく暖かかったですけど。
ケイスケさん、あかりちゃんを守ってくれて本当にありがとうございました。これからもよろしくお願いします。
One thing that happened today at work, actually. I had to just stand around for a surprising amount of time because, like I said, I take care of the drinks. And Friday, it's usually the stuff that was left from Wednesday, because of course we can't actually fill in everything that comes in on Wednesday. So my job is sorting in all the new, like, the pet bottles. Because some pet bottles do arrive on Friday as well. And so it's basically sorting those into the shelves, as well as refilling all the crates, the glass bottles and all that. However, the leftover glass bottles from Wednesday that I still had to be sorted in were completely... there was no way to get to them. Because there were way too many new new orders that were just standing in the way. So I just stood there well, fuck am I supposed to do now? Anyways. Also, apparently I'm just getting fast because I had nothing to do near the end as well. So I just stood there well, I guess I'll go take care of the the balls that customers brought back. I don't know what it's called in English. It's called Pfand in German. You bet. She's my partner and we're always together. Isn't that right, Akari?
あらあら、あかりちゃんたらすっかり恋する乙女モードに。
そんな、私はそんなんじゃなくて、大事な相棒ですし、それに、
ケイスケくんにギュッてされてメロメロにされちゃったんですね。
It was incredible how shy Akari could be, but she was probably feeling subconscious. In reality, we did have a pretty good mood going yesterday. Well, but I had one hell of a grin on my face right now. Let's call that good for now. Anyways, I've got more to report, right, Akari?
調査は結局空振りだったんじゃないのかい？
確かに調査は空振りだったけど、その代わり別のお宝を見つけたのよ。
Having pulled herself together, Akari pulled the book, the fake Ura had dropped out of the bag.
それはこれずいぶん古い文献みたいだけど、どこで見つけたの？
偽裏が落としていったのを拾ったのよ。
ちょっと見せて。
Before you touch it, before anyone touches it, fingerprints, you dumbasses. Fake Ura touched it. Clearly, it's gonna have fingerprints for the fake Ura on it. Think for a second. Kana's eyes sparkled as she excitedly flipped through the pages.
あかりちゃん、これは大発見かも。ざっと見た感じ、この本には秘宝に関する情報が書かれてるみたい。
でしょ？
本当にすごい。秘宝の名前や効能まで書いてあります。
なるほど。偽裏はこの目録をもとに島に眠る秘宝を探していたわけだね。
確かにこれは大発見ですね。やりましたね、あかりちゃん。
はい。命がけで回収した甲斐がありました。
Don't get carried away, idiot. Nothing is worth risking your life over. Akari snorted and proudly puffed out her cheeks. Gently plopped my fist down on the back of her head.
しかし、書かれている内容が本当なら、この本を偽浦さんが放っておくわけありませんね。
はい。偽浦はこの本を取り返しに来ると思います。でも向こうから来てくれるならむしろ好都合です。
この目録には御三家も存在を知らない 未知の秘宝について書かれている可能性があります。情報をうまく引き出せれば、偽浦さんより先に秘宝を回収したり、罠を張ることだってできると思います。
確かにそうね。ねえ、今後の行動なんだけれど、パトロールはしばらく忍者さんたちに任せて、みんなはこの本の解読を手伝ってくれない？偽浦は必ず本を奪い返しに来る。なら主戦力はこの本の近くに置いておきたい。それにカナの言う通りこの本を調べれば、偽浦に対して大きなアドバンテージを得られると思うしね。
やる！私やるよ！やります！
Kana was breathing quite heavily and seemed excited at the prospect of potentially uncovering unknown mystic treasures.
僕も問題ないよ。面白そうだし、喜んで手伝わせてもらおう。
それでしたら、ここで合宿しませんか？ゴールデンウィークで学園もお休みですし。
それはいかん。乙女と浦部を一つ屋根の下で寝泊まりさせるなど許可できん。
Alright, someone kind of said like, oh yeah, I can't wait for him to become an actual attempted murderer in Ultima's route.
お兄様、発想が下劣です。
下劣。
You don't get to talk, Ultima. Your mind is constantly in the
圭
gutter.
介君はそんな人じゃありません。ね、あかりちゃん。
はい、ケイスケはすごく優しくしてくれますよ。
ですって。ね、よろしいですよね、お兄様。
好きにするがいい。
ありがとうございます、お兄様。
Amazing. She managed to convince the Tamaikos. Never could be terrifying sometimes. An overnight training camp, huh? The only experience I have with that sort of thing were school festivals, but working together toward a single goal sounded exciting. When do we start the training
あ
camp?
かりちゃん次第でしょうか。
そうですね。もともとゴールデンウィークも秘宝の調査をするつもりでスケジュール立ててましたし。
なら今日からやりましょう。そうしましょう。
かなったら。
It was rare for Kana to be so assertive. It just showed how excited she was to learn about these unknown mystic treasures. Naturally, I was interested in them as the Phantom Tivura.
クレハちゃんはどうしますか？
私も一応ここの一員だ。興味がないわけではないし参加しよう。
では、葵ちゃんへの連絡をお願いしますね。
それは変態がやればいいだろ。
実は昨日、葵ちゃんはあかりちゃんと圭介くんの決定的瞬間を目撃してしまいまして。
また血は喧嘩の尻拭いか。まったく連絡してやるが期待するなよ。
But I could probably reach out to her myself in the worst case scenario. If I didn't call Aoi about such an important event, then that would only set her off
じ
further.
ゃあ一度解散。お泊まりの準備をしてお昼過ぎに集合しましょう。みんな頑張りましょうね。
We all shouted in unison to Akari's order. Do our best, huh? I never heard out of Akari's mouth just a short time ago. Never would have heard. Later, we prepared an overnight bag with clothes, toiletries, and so forth, and reassembled in the committee room. Akari put Kana was now used to examining these sorts of texts in charge, and divided us up into teams to perform analysis and miscellaneous jobs. And Oe, who accepted Koda's call, actually showed up for better or worse.
予売の口実を立てるとは許すまじ。
She participated in the training camp and was worked up in a different way from the rest of us. Had Melissa tossed me aside and left for parts unknown. After the series of events, 3 days had gone by since our training camp began.
兄様、この資料の解析をお願いします。さっき出てきた秘宝の件と関連してるかもしれません。
ああ、わかった。
乙女先輩はこちらの資料を。クレハちゃん、手伝ってあげてください。任せてください。クレハちゃん、お願いします。
あ、
Expect nothing less from a ruins enthusiast like Kanna. She was delegating one task after another and was really in her element. However, if you were to ask how my beloved little sister was doing,
なにお兄ちゃん、作業の邪魔なんだけど。
no, she wasn't as in a snippy mood as ever. But she was reviewing her side texts at the same breakneck speed as Kanna. Oe had always been my backup, and she was the one in charge of the mentally intensive work. Research and the like, especially when it was related to historical sites or ancient manuscripts, was her forte. Despite her grumpy attitude, Oe was an extremely trustworthy partner.
みんなお疲れ。飲み物買ってきたわ。
Oh, thank you. Took a bottle of green tea from Akari and chugged it straight down. The chill as it went down my throat felt wonderful. I'd love to get my hands on some booze right about now, but that wouldn't be possible due to present company. Everyone took their respective beverages for Akari, but were too immersed in their work to take a drink. Talk about dedication.
相変わらず夢中ね。
Yeah, it would be pretty interesting if they happened to find a mystic treasure because of it.
まあ実際望みは薄いでしょうね。秘宝のほとんどは御三家が回収してるわけだし。
It would be reassuring to not find any too. It would mean there was nothing left to steal.
そうね。あ、ついでに桃の飴も買ってきたんだけど、舐める？
Sure, let me at it. I took the candy from Akari.
お兄ちゃん、真面目にやろうね。
Oh, he shot me an intense glare. But I'm gonna go grab something 1 sec.
飲み物なら今買ってきた。
Be right back. Scary! Oh, it was freaking scary! I'm gonna make a strategic retreat for now. Cause I had no choice. Maybe I should treat our way to one of her favorite blueberry tarts or something to put her back in a good mood.
あら、もうこんな時間ですか。
Senpai tapped the documents on the table to even them out and stared out the window. That was when I noticed it was already 4 o'clock. Time felt like I was flying by these past few days. Keisuke eventually returned after making a quick getaway earlier.
お腹空いてきた。そろそろお夕飯の支度をしましょうか。
あ、それなら今日は私がやります。
Offered and stood up from my seat.
よろしいのですか？
はい、先輩方は作業を続けててください。
ははケイスケくんに手料理を食べさせたいんですね。わかります。
なんですと？
だからもうどうしてそうなるんですか？
My cheeks were on fire. Otome and Kana had been using Keisuke as a pretext to tease me over everything lately. It's not like I had any ulterior motives when I offered to cook either. I just wanted everyone to keep making progress on their own. That was it. But Keisuke would eat it if I cooked.
お夕飯は私が作ります。あかりさんはおとなしく作業しててください。
でも悪いし。
怪しい。食い下がるところが怪しい。前々から怪しいと思ってたけど、あかりさん、お兄ちゃんラブでしょ。スイトルトでしょ。
Like him?
いや、その
否定しないところがなおさら怪しい。
ケイスケは何でも美味しい美味しいって食べてくれるし、作りがいがあるから。
That's all there was to it. Then, if that's all there was to it, then why was my heart beating so fast?
赤くなった。ほっぺた赤くなった。
そんなことないもん。
瞳をうるうるさせちゃって。これは完全に恋する乙女の目だよ。葵ちゃんにはわかるんだから。
そうなのかな。
That was apparently how I looked in Aoi's eyes. Because Keisuke, my cheeks were on fire and my heart was pounding.
ぱり私ケイスケを
Whispered to myself. It was warm yet suffocating.
これはやっぱりお兄ちゃんは餌付けする気だ。晩ご飯は私が作る。
Aoi casually, not even thinking about the fact that the only reason why she could do that is because she fucking stopped cooking for him. Like a dumbass.
でもそこさっきからうるさいですよ。葵ちゃん、お願いしていた資料の翻訳はできてますか？まだです。なら早くしてください。作業が進められないじゃないですか。すみません隊長。それとお夕飯の支度はあかりちゃんに任せます。いいですね。でもメギツネが私のお兄ちゃんは餌付けしようと。聞こえませんでしたか？お願いしていた作業をしっかりこなしてくださいって言っているんです。
言うことを聞かない悪い子はわらわが可愛がってやるぞ。
Oh! Suzuka! Go back! Go back, Suzuka!
口調がちょっぴり変わってるし怖いです。葵ちゃん、こうなったかなちゃんは怖いですよ。ここはおとなしく従った方がいいです。あかりさん、覚えててくださいね。
Aki's just
あかりちゃん、
confused.
何？晩ご飯期待してるね。じゃあ私も買い出しに行ってきます。
It was embarrassing. Everyone see me with flushed cheeks. So I bolted out of the room as fast as I could. The evening breeze cooled my fiery cheeks, and my heartbeat had gradually returned to normal. Now then, what to do about dinner? Keisuke seemed pretty agreeable, but I wonder if that was a dish he really liked to eat. Oh, Akari! My heart had finally calmed down, but now it was pounding so hard that I thought it would pop right out of my chest. Additionally, I could feel my face grow hot. Yep, I'm Keisuke, alright. Did it scare you? You practically yelled my name. Did I say something weird, or do you have a fever? What are you getting so flustered for? Sound awfully shaken up, though. Well, whatever. So, where are you headed?
晩ご飯の買い物に。
Oh, want me to tag along? I'd imagine bags will be pretty heavy with how much you'll need to cook. Guess Kisher was nice. But having him join me right now would be a problem. A huge problem!
平気。それより葵ちゃんがおかんむりだったから弁明するなら早い方がいいんじゃないかな。
I hope this cheers her up a little. But yeah, heading back would probably be a wise choice. Keisuke replied and held up a bag. Did he buy some for Aoi? Well, call me anytime you need help.
ありがとう。
Every kind of gesture of his was making my heart pound even harder. Yeah, okay, see you later.
また。
Maybe this feeling really was what Aoi described. I might be in love with Keisuke. I returned to the club room with the blueberry tart in tow, but my beloved sister was more pissy than usual. Was even more pissy than usual. Handed over the tart in an attempt to pacify her and rushed to take cover over by the window. All I wanted to do was decipher texts until Akari returned, but Aoi's gaze was so intense that I wondered if laser beams would spew out of her eye sockets. Oh boy. I messed around on my phone out of boredom and watched the sky gradually grow dark. In the end, I never did get a call from Akari.
ただいますぐ晩ご飯作るから。
Around sunset, Akari came back with several large bags in both hands.
お疲れ様です。少し手伝いましょうか？
いいですいいです。作業の方進めててください。
そうですか。わかりました。では、
はい。
Looks like-
じゃあ家庭科室借りますね。
A while later, the faint yet delicious aroma of curry drifted through the air.
今日はカレーか。
It's Smells great, even more so when you're already hungry. Can't help but think, are you trying to kill me when you get a whiff of something this great though?
はあ、わかるわかる。
Oh, the second I said this happens. The bad this.
ケイスケくんったら、そうだ。あとどれくらいでできるか、あかりちゃんに聞いてきてもらえます？
Ah, sure, no problem. The strong scent of curry filled my nostrils the moment I walked out into the hall. My stomach growled and pleaded with me in response. Wait, was that Kureha? Was she peeking into the home ec room? I got it. Hey Kureha, did you follow your nose here too?
うるさい、お前と一緒にするな。
Good boy. Kureha shot that sharp remark straight at me. Kureha, she was strange. You could just ask Akari directly if she was that curious about her curry. That said, I was curious what was happening on the other side of the door. Peeked discreetly through the gap in the door and saw...
ご飯は炊けたし、カレーも。味付けはこんなものかな。
I don't think of it, even though she fed me once before, I'd never actually seen her cook. Akari looked like she was having a lot of fun.
ケイスケ、美味しいって言ってくれるかな。
Huh? What? Why'd you mention my name? Was this one of my weird virgin this wasn't one of my weird virgin fantasies, right? May have been a failed attempt, but I did try to kiss her in the caverns. An adorable, sexy presence I just couldn't ignore was because of how much time we'd been spending together. Whenever I was with Akari, I just kind of felt great.
ケイスケ。
No, Piki was tacky, there wasn't any point in it. It wasn't like she was changing clothes or anything. I had actually come here because Seppei told me to ask when dinner would be ready. I was a little ashamed to look her in the face at this point. Keisuke has returned, then I should be ready anytime now.
はい、ご苦労様でした。
I felt like one hell of a loser right now. For much longer, Akari's homemade curry found its way into the committee room.
いただきまーす。
Damned it again!
召し上がれ。
Oh, my stomach guided me to scoop up a spoonful of curry. When I cried out from the overwhelming sweetness that overtook my mouth. Kureha and Oi stared intently at their plates with a perplexed look on their faces.
あらあら。
However, I appeared to be the only one who was misshapen. Neither Senpai Kana nor Komakichi looked surprised as they tasted Akari's curry.
口に合わなかった？
Oh, it's really good. I thought they were potatoes and it surprised me when they ended up being sweet. He refuted Akari's worries. I wasn't lying, it really was a delicious meal.
これは桃？
Kureha fiddled around with the curry's contents with her spoon and seemed to have discovered the source of the sweetness.
桃の時期まだだし、桃缶なんだけど。
Peaches and curry, that idea never occurred to me. It wasn't unusual for people to use apples in curry, though.
だってうちのカレーずっとこれよ。
I'm afraid most people don't put peaches in curry.
うちだけ。
だと思いますよ。
でもこのカレーを食べると、ああ、あかりのカレーだって思うよね。
そうですね。
そうだったの。
It seemed Kana and Komakichi had eaten Akari's peach curry before.
ケイスケ、本当に美味しい？
Akari looked up at me anxiously. Would you gaze at me like that? How should I put it? That really provoked the desire to protect her. Yeah, it really is. It's sweet but delicious. Just wasn't expecting the peaches, was all.
本当に？
As you know, I can't lie.
ありがとう。
And some even more diabetes than the last couple of routes. I don't know how. Akari shot me a bashful, delighted smile. For that brief moment, I was positively fascinated by her.
美味しいはずです。あかりちゃんの愛情たっぷりですから。
恋の甘い味、すなわちスイート。
もういい加減にしないと怒るわよ。
でもわかりますよ。好きな人に美味しい美味しいって食べてもらえるととっても嬉しいですよね。
だから好きな人ってそういうのよくわからないし。
When her eyes briefly met, she instantly hung her head. Akari's face and ears flushed a deep shade of red as she squirmed and rocked in place. It was such a feminine, adorable gesture. She was strong, kind, and level-headed, yet somehow careless, stubborn, and unreliable. A girl I couldn't help but be attracted to. You wonder if maybe I was falling in love with Akari.
カレーおかわり。
ああ、はいはい。
And on the other hand, my sister Oi was stress-eating her curry. By the way, how much progress do we end up making today? As the leader of our little investigative group, Kana sipped on some post-meal tea with a full stomach.
そうそう、聞いてください。今日はあかりちゃんが覚えていた一文の王の証についての記述を見つけました。
え、本当？
うん。まず、王の証の王とは、この島を治め始めた吉備彦の命。つまり、桃太郎さんのことだったんです。そして証とは、吉備宮の秘宝、生命の桃を指します。
I suddenly have this feeling that Akari and Maki are going to like make up, and then it's gonna be revealed that she's actually like in life-threatening danger due to just general overwork, constant anxiety, stress, and possibly even a sickness. And the solution would be to feed her one of the peaches of life. But the entire Kibutsumiya family is like, no, we cannot use the mystic treasures for ourselves. But Akari actually decides, you know what, fuck all of you, I'm feeding her the peach. Peach is alive. Fake would have mentioned something about it too.
ああ、そっか。そういうことだったのね。道理であそこにないわけだわ。
Akari let out a quiet sigh in Kana's comment.
どういうことだ？
生命の桃は吉備宮家のルーツにもつながる秘宝中の秘宝なの。詳しい科学の事は私も知らないけど、屋敷のどこかに厳重に保管してるって話は聞いたことあるわ。生命の桃は特殊な木に実る腐らない果物。おそらくその木が私と圭介が落ちた場所に植えてあったのよ。あそこにあった3つの岩の風化具合から見ると、もう随分と前、数百年前に屋敷の方に移されたんじゃないかしら。
That makes sense. Feikuro must have been looking for the peaches of life based on outdated information written in this book that she told us when we went to the cavern.
ええ、洞窟の奥に生命の桃があると勘違いしたってわけね。
So, what effect do these peaches of life
食べる
have?
と人体の能力を何倍にも引き上げ、どんな病も跳ねのける強靭な肉体を手に入れることができるって伝えられてるわ。伝承では吉備彦の命、桃太郎はそれを食べて鬼退治に臨んだっていう話よ。
それって。
Oi and I faced each other. The Yoruba family's only power were obtained by eating bodily and augmentation mystic treasure, and according to Grandpa, it was the same one Kibutsuhiko had used, which meant Kibutsumiya's family's mystic treasure, the peaches of life, were connected to the Phantom Thief Ura's Oni powers. The Kibutsumiyas and Urabes were seriously connected in the strangest of ways. Would expect nothing less from the Momotaro and Oni of lore. Well, our treasure hunt may have failed, but getting to learn more about the island's secrets and legends made it all worthwhile.
歴史って本当に面白いですよね。またはしゃぎすぎちゃいました。
We all laughed in unison and watched the momentarily exuberant Kana go red in the face. Like so, our somewhat carefree training camp quietly drifted into the night of its third day. Evening wore on, and it was now time for bed. We each took showers in the clubroom buildings and got changed into our gym uniforms in place of pajamas. Naturally, the men and women did so in different classrooms.
それじゃあおやすみなさい。
呼ばいしに来ちゃダメですよ。
I won't!
この教室に一歩でも足を踏み入れたら一生天道様を拝めないようにしてやる。わかったな変態ども。
She lumped me together with Kumakichi!
さあケイスケ、共にすく水について朝まで語ろうじゃないか。
Shut up, go talk to the anatomical models in the science room or something. Kumakichi and I were sleeping in the empty classroom adjacent to the girls for the duration of the training
さて
camp.
それじゃおやすみ。
Yeah, good night. Hey now. Kumakichi apparently fell asleep the second his head hit the pillow. Why do you think he could talk about school swimsuits all night exactly? By the way, Tamahiko claimed to have something to take care of earlier that afternoon and wasn't here to keep an eye on us. By the way, he probably assumed nobody would slip up with Akari and Kana around. Okay then, maybe I'd better take a quick nap until it was time. Guess it was time. I unlocked my phone and verified the message from Moe. We had work to do tonight. With a short reply, Roger, I quietly snuck out of the room. We'd wait until later that evening to make our escape, more so as a precautionary measure. Akari was carrying around the book the fake Ura had with her. The fake Ura would undoubtedly be awaiting an opportunity to take it back. Naturally, the three great families had strengthened their security, and the ninja squadron was stationed at the academy. While saying we were dealing with the fake Ura, we could never be too careful. Even so, the dark school grounds were creepy as hell. It felt like something would pop out at you at any moment. Darkness may be a thief's friend, but honestly, you could spare me from the formalin-filled mason jars and anatomical models in the science room in the dead of night. With a quick look up at the night sky, I saw the moon shining brilliantly overhead. Yeah, if I was gonna watch some, that is what I prefer. This was what I prefer. Love to watch the moon with some snacks or some booze. So just moving a rush on the roof. Figura? So I thought, but when I strained my eyes for the bad look, I saw a gym uniform and long black hair. That was Akari. What was she doing up so late? Hey, Akari! Akari practically jumped out of her skin when I popped out onto the roof and called out to her. Hurts a little when you get that scared. Did it surprise you that badly?
ごめん。ちょっと考え事してて。
You did? What's wrong? Could give you some advice if you want to talk.
ダメ。ケイスケにだけは絶対言えない。
It's cruel to hide things from your partner, especially when that someone is me.
ごめん。でもやっぱり言えないよ。
Akari replied with flushed cheeks and hung her head. Ah, God, she was so damn cute. All I wanted to do was to tease her and fish for more information. No, I wouldn't do that, okay? I'd never do something like that. Well, if you're that opposed, then I won't ask.
ごめんね。でも誤解しないでほしいんだけど、ケイスケの悪口とかそうなんじゃないから、絶対ないから。
Akari stared desperately into my eyes. Every single little gesture of Akari has made my heart to race lately. Really put me on the spot. Sure, I hope you're able to sort things out.
ちょっと冷えてきたね。
It's fine during the day, but it can get pretty cold at night. Sure beats being stranded at the bottom of that cave.
あの時はケイスケが温めてくれてたんだよね。
Akari glistening eyes gazed upward at me. Those dark pupils threatened to swallow me whole. Illuminated by the moonlight, Akari was positively stunning and heinously adorable. Couldn't stop the impulse seething from the bottom depths of my heart. Want me up any time? Put my hands on her shoulder and held her in my arms. It's warm if I do this, right? Her cool frame fits snugly against my chest, and she smells so good.
ケイスケ、お願い。ギュってして。
Sure. Wrapped my arms tightly around her. Akari trembled ever so slightly as she cried out my name. Cute. So very cute. Or to say I wanted to make her mine right now. Would that be arrogant?
人のぬくもりってこんなに温かいんだね。忘れてたの。ケイスケが思い出させてくれた。
Akari. Akari's misty eyes wavered.
ケイスケ。
She slowly closed her eyes and gently lifted her chin and stretched upward. Akari. We gravitated towards one another, and our lips met. A soft yet fiery sensation circulated throughout my body from her lips. I was kissing Akari.
ケイスケ。
Cute. I want to feel more and more of her. I pulled her close and tightened my grip around her shoulders. Akari. Akari trembled gently for a brief moment, then put her hands around my waist and clung tightly to me. So cute and lovely. I want to stay like this forever. Then came a cold sensation against my throat. Wait, what?
そのまま静かにしろ。大声を上げたらこのまま喉をかっ切るからな。
What horrible timing. Again, I hadn't sensed the fake Uda's presence in the slightest. I was totally out of my control this time, okay? I was in the middle of kissing someone. Still, keep quiet, huh? He's just continuing! Like, you know what? I know that you have, like, a knife to my throat. But, fuck you. More important things. Akari didn't seem to have realized the predicament we were in just yet. When I stopped moving, she suddenly gazed up at me with an enchanted look in her eyes. Damn it, what should I do? This was bad, but Akari was so damn cute! Instead, I put even more force into our kiss. Akari gingerly trembled in my arms and squeezed her eyes shut. Watch Kura start panicking because he's just doubling down on the kiss. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's just like, ever so slightly drop her guard. So she can't immediately slit his throat anymore. He's just gonna fucking elbow her in the face or something. Every little action she took was outrageously adorable. Wait, did I read that? I didn't. Akari gingerly trembled in my arms and squeezed her eyes shut. Akari? This time around, I didn't just press our lips together, but tried sucking on Akari's lower lip. Akari's shoulders trembled each time our lips touched. She eventually returned the favor and suckled on my lower lip as well. Akari, you've been cute! I get it. Crap, this felt too good to stop.
おいお前たち何をやっている
Akari, kissing.
おいこら待てキスではないわ今すぐやめろ
Weren't you the one who told us not to move? We're not shouting either.
ケイスケ
Oh, holy hell, that mesmerized, intoxicated expression of hers was uber cute. How should I put this? She was like the fruit you wanted to yank off a tree and devour it. You're so cute. Akari, you're so cute.
だから人の話を聞けキスをやめろと言っているだろうが
What the hell? We're just getting to the good part. Put out!
この状況が分かってるのか殺すぞ今すぐお前を殺すぞ
Yeesh, fine, what do you want? We're kind of busy here, so make it snappy.
もういいいいかきびつみあかりこいつの命が惜しければ私の古文書を返せ
Akari faced fake Uda and only seemed to be there in body but not in spirit.
私の古文書だっていうか正気に戻れ正気に変態が映ったかあなた
The light slowly returned to her misty, delirious eyes, and Akari slowly seemed to have noticed our unvetted guest.
なんであなたがここにようやく気づ 変わらずのうっかりっぷりだな、君住あかり。さあ、さっさと私の古文書を。見てたの？いやー、見られた！
Akari died right up to the tips of her ears, held her head, and shook it side to side. Akari, this wasn't really the time to be freaking out about that.
そんなことはどうでもいい！私の古文書を返せと言っている！
やっぱりあれは大事なものだったのね。
そうだ。それさえ取り返せば、お前たちは用済みだ。引き続きハレンチ公園に及ぶがいい。
I'd like to extend the rental period, so do you think you could come back next week or something?
そうね。そうすると解析も終わってるだろうし。
ふざけるのもいい加減にしろ！死にたいのか！今すぐこの変態の首をグピってやるぞ、グピーター！ダメよ！グピッとしちゃダメ！なら返せ！今すぐ返せ！今ならそれで勘弁してやる！
わかったわ。
With that, Akari gave me a sidelong glance and gave me the signal. Those entranced eyes were now gone and replaced with Akari's ironclad will. I didn't want to stop kissing her, but we had managed to stall for time and quickly changed gears.
少し待ってなさい。今本を取り出すから。
Akari took the aforementioned manuscript out of her bag and handed it to the Fekuda without hesitation.
はい。これが欲しかったんでしょ？
最初から素直にそうしていればよかったんだ。
Fekuda snatched it from her hand almost like a stray cat would and opened it to confirm its contents.
本物のようだな。天の巻、確かに返してもらったぞ。
With that comment, Fekuda removed the blade from my neck. That was our cue, and it nimbly put distance between myself and Fekuda while Akari simultaneously bounced up into the air and leapt at her.
今度こそ逃がさないわよ、西浦。
That's right, don't assume you'll outwit us forever! But
なめるな！
Fekuda retrieved and threw something from her bag. Several streaks of light gleamed in the dark needles. Watch out! Dove and pushed Akari out of harm's way, and the needles literally passed overhead by just a hair.
そのままイチャイチャしてるがいい。
With that, Fekuda scoffed and leapt up from the edge of the building. Shit, like we'd let you get away.
お兄ちゃん！あかりちゃん、無事ですか？
Just then, the door to the roof opened and Aoi and the others appeared. While we were buying time, I discreetly speed-dialed Aoi's cell. Perfect timing, it's Fekuda after!
わかった。ケイスケ、カナ、二手に分かれましょう。
Got it! We all locked eyes for a brief moment before simultaneously rushing off into the night. Right now, we'll take the right. Akari and Kana, take it from the left. We're counting on you.
ちょっとケイスケ！
Just as we leapt from the roof and descended the stairs, I issued orders to the group and preemptively ran to the hall with Aoi at my side. Sorry, Akari, but I would have loved to chase down the Fekuda with you if possible, but... Burst into an empty classroom, quickly got
準備
changed.
OK だよ。
Alright, let's go round her up. Couldn't exactly afford to make any moves with Akari this getup after all.
どこに逃げたのかしら。
とりあえず、忍者さんたちの増援要請はしておいたよ。まだ発見報告も来てないし、学園の外には出てないと思う。
しらみつぶしに行くしかないか。
Akari and Kana made eye contact and nodded to each other. For these two friends, staying in perfect sync during such trying times was truly their forte. I walked towards Akari and Kana and watched them exchange a smile.
ケイスケ、
あなたは
The only mask which dances in the night. We fucking had this often enough, I don't care anymore. The world famous Master Thief Phantom Thief-Uda is on the scene. Since that was the real deal, I couldn't forgo making a grand entrance. Only Akari and Kana were there to spectate this time around. But the reactions were impressive on their own.
タイミングの悪い。
No, I actually think this is pretty perfect timing. We seem to have gotten the wrong idea, but my objective today is to eradicate the fake wood.
秘宝じゃないの？
Akari asked in bewilderment, but remained on guard. Well, that only makes sense. One that I ever said was after the mystic treasure. Besides, I always send advance notices before a heist.
確かに島に届けられた予告状は偽物さんが出したものでした。
Precisely. As they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Should we work together for now?
でも、
あかりちゃん、ここは本物さんの言う通りだと思う。 行している間に偽物さんに逃げられちゃうかも。
Akari gnawed on her lip in response to Kana's admonishing comment. Understood that, as a member of the Kibutsumiya family that had inherited Momotaro's blood, she wouldn't want to accept the help of an Oni. However, after taking a quick breath, Akari's clenched fist relaxed.
分かったわ。で、どうするつもり？
I appreciate your perceptiveness. I'll hold her back from above, in the corner or from below. Simple, don't you think? Counting on you. Darted off without waiting for a reply, and Akari shouted at me from
シンプ
behind.
ルすぎるわよ。ってどうしてどいつもこいつも人の話を聞かないのよ。
You don't really listen either. As Ogre 1, Ogre 2 respond.
こちら大勝感度良好。
Negotiations with Akari and group are complete. We'll corner her. Transmitter functioning.
ギリまだ学園内にいるね。3階の真ん中あたりの教室だと思う。
Roger, head in there now, Uda out. Yeah, I figured this might happen and had Aoi place a miniature transmitter on the manuscript. The dead center of the 3rd floor, huh? Touched my Oni mask and switched to thermal vision. I could see a fresh set of tiny footprints leading to a single closed classroom. I remained vigilant and carefully crept into the classroom. No traps, huh? Okay, I was all surprised. Guess she didn't have time to set any. Now then, perhaps I should say hello to our little kitten. Feikura, come out! You're completely surrounded! Surrender and I will assure your safety. Come out peacefully. That was pretty refreshing, since I was usually the one on the receiving end. It may have been, even felt kind of nice that I let myself get lost in those feelings.
怪盗ウラ、
Hey, glad to see you're in good
お
health.
ざけ。まさかお前があいつらの味方をするとはな。
That's not quite accurate. We're cooperating as our goals have temporarily aligned, and that's all. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as it were.
私は敵か。なぜだなぜだウラ、なぜ私の邪魔をする。私もお前も同じく秘宝を盗む側だろう。
Vanity Fuda is a righteous hero. I can't leave those who would target mystic treasures for their own selfish desires to their own devices.
私欲のために秘宝を狙って何が悪い。
Mystic treasures are beyond human control. Using them for their own selfish desires invites a large-scale disaster.
そうか。わかった。お前とは仲間になれるかもしれないと思っていたが。やはりお前は私の敵だ。
Whoa! Suddenly a series of bullshooting came flying at me out of nowhere, but her attack was well within my expectations. Bent over, drew out the bullshooting and closed the gap between us and lunged at her. Wow, nice dodge! How about this? Whoops, she said not bad. I nimbly evaded the fine needles the Feikuda launched from her pocket while retreating. They wouldn't have caused any significant damage if they had landed, but I was dealing with Feikuda. It'd be bad if she coated them some variety of poison or whatnot. What have you? This way! You'd better hurry or this party's gonna end without you!
腹手か。
Feikuda promptly retrieved the black orb from her pocket and flung it to the floor with all her strength. Another smoke
こ
screen!
の場預ける。さらばだ。
そうはいかのなんとやらじゃ。
Feikuda slipped into the smoke screen and rushed out of the classroom. At that exact moment, Kana, no, that was probably Suzuka, landed a clean lariat to the Feikuda's throat. Nice shot.
またお前らか。
Akari and Suzuka ran at my side, and the three of us surrounded the Feikuda on all sides as she gripped her throat in pain.
もう後がないわよ、偽裏。おとなしくお縄になりなさい。
ふざけ。誰がお前らなんかに。
Feikuda whipped her head about and launched needles from her pockets. Target was Akari.
当たらない。
Akari instantly hit the floor and dodged the needles. However, now that her stance had been compromised, Feikuda took aim and darted at her. She brandished the bullshooting with a backhanded grip and slashed at Akari's defenseless chest.
甘いのよ。
Akari struck at the floor with the tip of her wooden sword and corrected her vulnerable stance. Simultaneously, she turned to Feikuda, who was lunging at her, and kicked the floor. Akari landed a clean, devastating headbutt against her target. After a single shriek, Feikura flopped down where she stood. Ow! Ah, that was painful. My sympathies, Feikura. Don't let your guard down, you know who you're dealing with. Tie her up and pat her down at once.
そうね。
なかなか難しいな。亀甲縛りというのは。
What kind of bondage is that supposed to be? Feikura awoke around the time Akari finished tying her up. She looked at her ensnared condition, realized escaping was not an option, hung her head and gritted her teeth.
Kana, 委員会室へ連行しましょう。
心得た。ほれ、キリキリ歩け。
Suzuki prodded her along and tugged at the tight cord lassoed around Feikura's waist. Not bad, young lady. Made no mistakes this time.
あなたに褒められても嬉しくないわ。でも、一応礼は言っておかないとね。ありがとう。
Yep, those few commendable words from you are reward enough for my assistance.
言ってなさい。まあ、今回は協力してくれたんだから見逃してあげる。でも次にあなたが秘宝を狙うときは覚悟しなさいよ。
Yeah, I'll look forward to it. He stood at the window with a sneering grin. Like so, I put a foot on the rafters and leapt at the bars of a tree outside. As a farewell, should the opportunity present itself, let us meet again. Those parting words, I made my escape. Woo! These moments where I got to deliver my signature phrases were what I lived for. This was as exciting as it gets. Or so I thought, but is there anything I could do about the tinge of depression I felt in the middle of excitedly getting changed and going back to being Urabekesuke after completing a task as a fan of Tifura? I wonder if there's a mystic treasure that would allow me to change clothes instantaneously. Like the airborne element solidify or something. Just as I finished getting ready, my phone rang. Crap, it was Akari. Hello? Sorry. Got it, I'll be right there. A wry smile crossed my lips as I looked down at the phone screen, indicating the call had ended. Man, it sure would be nice if I could tell Akari I was fan of Tifura already. There's no way I could, though. If that ever happened, I knew I could no longer be with her. Sorry to keep you waiting. I dashed my way into the committee room. All of the other members, including Oi, were already inside, and I guess Kura was missing. Sorry, bunch of things came up on my end. I really am sorry. Without meaning to, my gaze landed on Akari's plump lips. We were in the middle of kissing when the Feikura showed up. She must have realized where I was looking, as Akari turned bright red and flicked her eyes the other direction. The way she softly ran her fingers across her lips made my heart race.
Akari-chan, どうかしたの？なんでもないわよ。もしや、ケイスケ君と何かあったとか？
More important issues, unmask the Feikura. Come on. We do it like the Scooby-Doo here.
何かって何ですか？
Akari's voice turned abruptly shrill, but she somehow managed to maintain her composure somehow.
それよりも今は偽裏よ。
Feikura was further into the room and tied to a chair. She was sitting quietly and wasn't putting up a fight. Perhaps she had already accepted her fate.
じゃあ早速正体を明かしてもらいましょうか。
好きにしろ。
With all members at attention, Akari finally tore down the Feikura's mask. Wondered if I was seeing things when Akari revealed what lay beneath the mask.
そんな、どうして。
Kuria, it was you.
そうだ。私が偽裏だ。まさかこうして御三家に捕まってしまうとはな。我ながら情けない限りだ。
Feikura had been under our noses all
私
along.
も誇り高き土蜘蛛の一族。今さら逃げるつもりはない。 さあやれ。人思いに殺せ。
土雲、やっぱりそうだったのね。
Akari's fists were trembling with rage. As far as she was concerned, the Tsujigumo were her father's mortal adversaries.
待ってください。まさか本当に殺したりしませんよね。クーちゃんもそんなこと言わないでよ。
ええ、殺すもんですか。あなたには色々と聞きたいことがあるもの。全部洗いざらい吐いてもらうから。簡単に楽になれると思ったら大間違いよ。
好きにしろと言った。さっさと拷問なりなんなりするがいい。私は何も喋らないがな。
分かったわ。どんなひどい目にあっても知らないから。かな。坂上家の尋問部屋に連れて行って、厳しく取り調べて。
でも、それは。
Interrogation room had a sinister ring to it, so I could understand why Kana seemed reluctant to do
Kana.
so.
情に流されちゃダメよ。相手は父雲なのよ。
それは。
Kana turned to me and begged for help with her eyes. Akari's hatred for the Tsujigumo was entirely justified. It was only natural to direct that rage at Kurea, who was an affiliate to their cause. All the same, I didn't want to do anything cruel to Kurea, someone who had been our friend all this time. Kutea, neither Kana nor Aoi wished for that sort of outcome either. But are you sure you're fine with whatever we do to you?
どい。さあ、さっさと殺せ。もっとも、腰抜け揃いのお前たちに、そんな度胸があるとも思えないがな。
あなた、言わせておけば。
Okay, wait, Akari, Kurea, both of you need to calm down.
でも
You're very easy to provoke and it's a nasty habit you need to work on. You want to extract information about the Tsujigumo from Kurea, but the rest of us aren't comfortable with you resorting to any cruel or inhuman measures. As such, what do you think of this, Kurea? If you act now, you could launch a lovely campaign in which Otome gives you a nice, gentle questioning. I glance over at Senpai and signal with my eyes.
いっぱいなでなでしてあげますよ。お弁当のおかずも増量キャンペーンです。
そんなことしたら調子に乗るだけよ。逆効果だわ。
ふざけてるのか、お前たちは。
残念です。クレハちゃんをいっぱいなでなでできるチャンスでしたのに。
Akari and Kurea's criticism made Otome droop her shoulders. Guess his method was off the table. This leaves us no other choice. Let's use our last resort.
最後の手段
Yeah, this was the one option I didn't want to employ, but... I looked downward and let out a deep sigh. Yes, this was one method I didn't want to resort to. It was in a certain sense the most terrifying of options. A trump card that wasn't unlikely to leave Kurea with lifelong trauma.
ケイスケさん、そんな。お兄ちゃん。
いいから、さっさと尋問にでも何でもかけるがいい。
Alright, fine. If that's how you want to play it, then Kumakichi will be in charge of questioning you. For the first time, a ripple of shock appeared on Kurea's poker face.
いいのかい？
Yep, that works for me. He's given her consent, so go ahead and do your worst.
あんなことやそんなこと。
Kumakichi's breathing grew ragged and his stout eyes went bloodshot as he shuffled his way up to Kurea's chair.
僕はね、前から君にはすく水が似合うんじゃないかって思っていたんだ。
来るな！それ以上近づくんじゃない！
君は紺と白、どっちが好きだい？ああ、悩ましい。僕には決められないよ。
I wanted to believe it was an act, but he looked completely serious.
兄様。
熊吉。あなた。
Incidentally, all the women in attendance had already backed away. Even I thought this was pretty horrifying. This was a pretty horrifying last resort, but...
やめろ！やめてくれ！
Well, still not gonna talk.
それは。
Ah, such a youthful body, so adorable.
頼む！やめさせてくれ！
Feel like talking yet?
そうだよ。悩む必要なんてなかったんだ。白も紺も両方来てもらえばいいんだね。
I see. That's unfortunate.
さあ、クレハタ、お着替え。
分かった！
tear-eyed Kurea begged for help and I looked beyond terrified. Yeah, that made sense. If you had complied with us in the beginning, this could have been avoided. Hey, Kabukichi, back off.
そんな、これからがいいところなのに。
兄様、どうして。
誤解だよ、オカナ。今のは演技だからね。
Don't try and hide it now, you loot teddy bear.
ずいぶんひどい言われようだね。
この人でなし、鬼けど。
Korea cursed me as huge tear droplets washed down her face. She must have been legitimately scared. I felt bad for her.
兄ちゃん最低。
ケイスケ君、あなたがそんな人だったなんてショックです。
Huh? Why am I the bad guy here? At some point, I had become the target of their criticism, and they pointed their sharp glares in my general direction. Well, fine. You just said you'd tell us everything. Make sure you keep the promise, otherwise we'll unleash this loot teddy bear's wild side again.
屈辱だ。仕方ないよ、クーちゃん。
あんなことされたら私も耐えられないよ。
Aoi petted Kurea's head almost like you would console an infant, and Kurea buried her cheeks into Aoi's chest as she cried.
さて、なんかちょっと腰折られた感はあるけど、詳しく聞こうかしら。
今さら黙秘などせん。何が聞きたい？
そうね。まずは。
This whole conversation seemed to have helped Akari regain her composure. Although her tone was fiercely cold, Akari began to calmly drill Kurea for information. Kurea must have resigned herself and began answering Akari's questions in bits and pieces. About why she had impersonated Ura and why she was after the mystic treasures. It appears Kurea was truly a survivor of the Tsuchigumo, a reason for becoming the fake Ura, where a real tearjerker she planned to steal and flip the mystic treasures in order to pay back the debt her now missing dad had left her with. It was true that the well-to-do would pay a hefty sum for mystic treasures. There was certainly a wide variety of mystic treasures, like the goofy tea kettle to literal weapons of mass destruction. This applied equally to the three great families, but as Ura, I naturally couldn't turn a blind eye.
そう。大体の事情は分かったわ。
何もかも終わったか。煮るなり焼くなり好きにしろ。
そう。じゃあ好きにさせてもらうわ。
No sooner did Akari say that she violently tugged on Kurea's collar.
あかりちゃん、ダメ！
あかりさん、乱暴はやめてよ。クーちゃんは全部話してくれたじゃないですか。
Akari paid no heed to Kana nor Aoi's pleas for restraint and glared at Kurea's face at point-blank range.
土蜘蛛、お父さんの仇。あかりちゃん。私は許せない。あなたたちにお父さんが殺されて、私のうちはめちゃくちゃになってしまった。優しかったお父さんがいなくなって、お母さんも人が変わってしまった。全部あなたたちのせいよ。返してよ。お父さんを返してよ。温かかった私のうちを返してよ。
Nobody could say a single word as Akari wailed and shed massive tears.
そうか。10年前の戦で命を落とした吉備津宮の戦士とは、お前の父のことだったのか。
何がおかしいのよ。
あの戦は最終的に御三家の勝利、土蜘蛛の壊滅という形で幕を下ろした。私の父さんもその戦いに参加していた。
Kurea took Akari's gaze head on and glared back
負
at
け
her.
戦とはいえ、父さんは無事に帰ってきてくれた。それだけでも私は嬉しかった。だが、それからというもの、お前たちの追っ手のせいで、私たちは落ち着いて暮らせなくなってしまった。逃亡生活の中、体が弱かった母さんは倒れ、治療費のため借金が膨れ上がり、挙句、無理がたたって死んでしまった。そして父さんもとうとう、借金取りに連れて行かれてしまった。私に残ったのは、借金だけだ。爪に火を灯すような生活をして、必死で働いて、返しても借金は減らない。どうして私だけがこんな辛い思いをしなければならないのだと。そんな私の気持ちなどわからないだろう。
宝を独り占めして、それなりの地位や収入を持ち、優雅に暮らしているお前たちに、分かってたまるか！
クーちゃん。
Korea huffed and puffed while teardrops spilled from both of her eyes. Akari's arms were trembling ever so faintly. She must have been shaken by Kureo's words.
お前が私を仇だと言うのならそれでいい。だがな、お前が土蜘蛛の私を憎むように、私は吉備宮家のお前が憎い。世の中辛いのが自分だけだと思ったら大間違いだ。この甘ったれめ。あかりちゃん。
Akari gave in to her fury and raised a hand, but I snuck behind her and grabbed it.
話してよ。
Get a hold of yourself! Hitting someone who can't defend themselves isn't your idea. Hitting someone who can't defend themselves is your idea of justice.
だってこいつらにお父さんが
Akari almost resembled a child in the way she screamed, shouted, and cried her eyes out. It was like the little kid mourning the death of her beloved father.
本当に甘ったれだな、お前は。だが、一つだけ分かってやれることがある。私も母を、父を失い、たった一人残された。その悲しみだけは痛いくらいに分かるつもりだ。私も、母さんが、父さんが大好きだから。会えない辛さはよくわかる。ずるい。そんなこと言うなんてずるいわよ。
Akari's grip on Kureo's collar loosened and Kurea flopped straight down into her chair. She held back sobs as tears streamed down her face. Tucked Akari into my arms and patted her back in an effort to soothe her. Akari clung to me tightly. 'Everything she had put up inside came gushing out all at once. Akari yelled out loud and cried her eyes out like a child. Kurea pursed her lips shut and looked down at her feet as huge droplets of tears fell upon her lap. Ultima delicately embraced her.
クレハちゃん、大変でしたね。
Then offered only those brief sentiments and gently brushed Kurea's hair.
そんなことはない。そんなことない。
She had likely been shouldering this heavy burden for quite some time. The sorrow of her mother's passing and the loneliness from losing her father, it all came spilling out as a heavy dam of tears. As a dam broke usually, so that's why I was confused. One girl's wailing and one girl's sobbing shook the night air. How long must they have stayed that way? If I knew it, their cries had stopped.
ごめんね。もう大丈夫。
いつまでこうしているつもりだ。私は愛玩動物ではないぞ。
They both shyly spoke up, Akari in my arms and Kurea and Otome's. Their hatred may have washed away with their tears, and their once somber expressions vanished without a trace.
なんかみんなの前で思いっきり泣いちゃった。
Crying is something necessary, don't worry about it.
ありがとう。
Akari replied softly before pulling away from me and turning to face Kurea once more.
クレハ、正直に話すわね。お父さんを殺した土蜘蛛はまだ許せない。でもお父さんを殺したのはクレハじゃない。大事な後輩にきついことを言ったわね。ごめんなさい。
Akari said and bowed her head.
いいよ。吉備宮先輩が謝ることはない。 ことを言ったのは私も同じだ。母が死んだのも、父がいなくなったのも先輩のせいではない。
Kurea expressed similar sentiments and bowed her head in return.
クレアちゃん、もう盗みはやめてくださいね。まっとうに生きてくれなきゃお姉ちゃん悲しいです。
こら、だから頭を撫でるな。
クレアちゃん、根はいい子ですもの。もう泥棒なんてしたくありませんよね。
だが、それだと父さんが。
お父様を助ける方法は他にもあると思いますよ。いつまでも今のようなことをしていたらご両親だって悲しまれると思います。
だが、
そこで提案なのですが、クレハちゃん、うちで働いてみませんか？
坂上家で。
うちは実力のある人なら誰でも迎え入れるという方針ですから、クレハちゃんほどの実力者ならすぐに採用です。それと、クレハちゃんが抱えている借金はひとまず坂上家で肩代わりします。そうすればお父様もすぐに解放されると思います。
それは本当か
Kurea had a look of relative disbelief at Kana's extraordinary offer.
ある意味、これがクレハ君に対する罰になるのかな。犯した罪と肩代わりした借金の分だけうちで無償奉仕するわけだ。
もちろん生活のためにアルバイトは続けて構いませんよ。それと学校を辞める必要もありません。当面の任務は学園の治安維持ということで。
だが、それでは罰どころか褒美ではない。
That's very generous of you. Means you'll be able to continue going to school like normal.
では西園寺家はクレハちゃんを特待生としましょう。卒業まで学費は一切必要ありません。クレハちゃんはその分お仕事に精を出してくださいね。
お前たち。
ねえ、クーちゃん、これでもまだ意地を張るの？
私は。
But always prompting, Kurea faced the floor. While later, she bowed deeply to them.
すまない。それと、ありがとう。
Kurea?
よかった。よかったね、クーちゃん。
こら抱きつくな。苦しいぞ。
This time around, Aoi took Senpai's place and hugged around. What? Shouldn't be Kurea's? Kurea's place. Now, Aoi took Senpai's place, it does fit, and hugged around Kurea's neck. Kurea acted like she hated it, but a tiny flicker of light rose to her eyes.
ありがとう、かな。あなたが、みんながいてくれてよかった。私一人だったらこんな結末を迎えられなかったと思うから。
いいんだよ。あかりちゃんもクレハちゃんも私の大切な友達だもん。誰もいなくなってほしくなかったから。
ありがとう。
Kana softly held her best friend's hand, to which Akari gripped her hand back and smiled. Thus, the long-standing battle between the Tsuchigumo and the three great families came to a peaceful end. This feud with Phantom Thief Uda was also settled. We concluded our training camp and decided to return to our respective homes. Ori headed to the Sakagami household with Kurea. She didn't seem to want to leave her side for the evening. Kana readily agreed, and Kurea seemed to accept Aoi after some playing hard to get. Tamiko rushed over, and Senpai headed home in his car. All that left was Akari and I walking alone in deserted late-night streets.
ともあれ、一件落着。今日は気持ちよく眠れそう。
Akari stretched her arms over her head and looked into the night sky with a refreshed look on her face. Sure. It was the middle of the night, and only the sound of our footsteps reached our ears. Akari, I'm sorry for the day.
何のこと？
He gazed blankly at my face. Things may have worked out in the end, but it was my fault that we ended up handing the manuscript over to her, right? When Feigura appeared on the Rashomon's roof, I was taken hostage and Akari handed her the manuscript. It wasn't my mistake. Kura was no average adversary, but I couldn't believe she'd take me from behind so easily.
気にしないで。お互い様よ。それに、あの時は多分、私も好きだらけだったと思うから。
And seeing her blush and look downward, I remembered what we had been doing at that moment. We kissed, didn't we? It's not a dream, right? His ears were dyed a beet red, and bet good money my cheeks were equally rosy. Like so, we walked the nighttime streets without speaking a word to one another. Before long, we reached the women's dorm.
私こっちだからおやすみなさい。
Yeah, good night. So Akari off, she ran into the door without waiting for a reply, and then softly ran a finger across my lips. Soft, warm sensation of Akari's lips. Even now I could feel it. My heart raced an entirely different way from how it usually did during my exploits as Phantom Kifura. I want to learn more about Akari and get closer to her. I want to be by her side all the time. But I really had fallen in love with Akari. And if she felt the same way, she'd kiss me back, so surely she didn't hate me. Akari looked up at the door and focused on the window to Akari's room. Just then, the lights in the room flipped on. The room rocked, and Akari popped her head out. When she snuck a deep peek downstairs, she looked a bit surprised to spot me. Then, with a bashful smile, she waved to me. Good night, Akari. Returned the gesture and turned to leave. As I was back to the men's dorm, I found a spring in my step. In the end, capturing the Feigura meant we no longer needed to hold the training camp. Kana and Komikichi were too wrapped up in preparation and procedures for taking in Kurea to leave the Sakagami estate. As such, I will be spending the scant remaining days of Golden Week lazing around in my room sipping on booze, but checked my phone screen and noticed an incoming call from Oe. She had spoken to me since the night she went to the Sakagami estate with Kurea. Yes, hello. Yes, hello.
お兄ちゃん。
Yeah. Oh, his usual spirited voice was gone. Briefly teamed up the night we took down the Feigura, and we're technically in the middle of a diplomatic breakdown, so her apprehension made sense. However, hopefully we could put an end to this today now that Aoi had called me on her own accord. I could be egotistical and stubborn, but she wasn't hard-headed enough to stay mad at me forever.
あかりさんの件では私もちょっと怒りすぎた。
Sure, don't worry about
お
it.
弁当の件もごめん。
It's fine. Try not to worry about it. I was prone to jealousy and often elevated her role as my little sister to the extreme, but she was a kind girl at core. Accepting her with an open heart was what it meant to be a big brother.
ね、仲直りも兼ねて夕食一緒にどうかな。
Of course I would. Love to have some of you cooking for a change.
じゃあ今日は奮発しちゃうよ。
His cheerful laughter rang through the phone. This was the Aoi I knew and loved. By the time the sun was starting to set, Aoi showed up at my dorm room with ingredients in hand. Tonight's dinner was tonkotsu. Strips of pork cutlet were a bit distorted, but that was part of Aoi's charm and left me grinning. Yeah, it was amazing. It was really tasty too.
そうだね。
Feigura dilemma had been resolved, and Aoi was back in a good mood. Keep the good times rolling and help myself to some
あ、
booze.
そうだ。お兄ちゃん、そういえばさ。
What's up?
これからどうするつもり？
Going forward. Oh. Anna's right. She's got a point. But Fekura's been captured. There's no reason for us to be here anymore. Ornelli just departed. We were transferred to the next school in another area. His response was heavy. Koda finally started getting along too.
兄ちゃんだって、あかりさんと。
She brought it up all on her own, and a retort pierced through my heart. My chest throbbed with pain. It's not just Akari, it'll be rough saying goodbye to everyone from the committee. Kabukichi's a pervert, but he's a decent guy.
でも、あかりさんは特別じゃないの？
Well, my head throbbed in pain. My heart throbbed in pain yet again. Well, Akari and I have been partners for a while now, and it would hurt to say goodbye. It's a hard time because I goodbye to Kuda too, right? On that note, we fell silent. We'd only been here for a short time. Aoi and I both had created so many precious memories on this island. But we won't accomplish anything if we stay here. Let's ask Grandpa what we should do.
でも、きっとすぐ戻ってこいって言われるだろうね。
Probably. Wait a second, why am I hesitating? I'm just gonna call him right now. Snatched my cell phone on impulse. About the time I retrieved Grandpa's number from the internal address book, my fingers suddenly stopped. I hit that call button, and I was sure I couldn't see Akari and the others anymore.
お兄ちゃん、電話しないの？
Yeah. Jammed my finger against that heavy button. An immensely heavy silence overtook the room as the dial tone chimed. Neither Aoi nor I wanted to leave this island yet.
どうしたケイスケ？
Our mission is complete. We've captured the Fekura.
思ったより早かったな。
We entered into the three great families' custody. They granted leniency after taking your unique circumstances into consideration, and it seems she will be working as a member of the Sakagami family's ninja squadron. I think everything ended on a high note.
そうだな。ご苦労だった。
I was a bit relieved to hear Grandpa's satisfied tone. However, now came the real matter at hand. So, what should we do?
次のターゲットは決まっておらん。次の指示があるまでそこで待機しておれ。
Huh? Response was so unexpected I gave a foolish
なん
reply.
だ？不満か？
No, we actually quite enjoy our life here. Everything is working out just like we wanted.
そうか。なら、しばしゆっくり休むといい。葵にもご苦労だったと伝えておいてくれ。
For a short while, I stared at my cell phone screen in a stupor. Stand by? We never received directions like that before. We always packed up and relocated elsewhere immediately after completing our mission, as staying in one place only increased the odds of Uda's true identity being revealed.
お兄ちゃん、おじいちゃんはなんて？
To stand by here for a while. He also said to thank you for your hard work.
そっか。
I let out a relieved sigh and I couldn't help but do the same.
水泳部も気に入ってたし、クーちゃんとしばらく一緒にいられるし。本当によかったよかった。
Yeah, for sure. You can still be with Akari. And he went with the flow of Aoi's comment and said that out loud, but caught those words in the back of my throat. Still, Akari was the first thing that came to mind, huh? Oh boy. Guess there was no downplaying these feelings any longer. Despite how cold it was, I'd grown accustomed to my early morning jogs. Having Akari at my side with her long black hair tied into a ponytail made it all the more enjoyable.
久しぶりよね。こうやって二人で走るの。
Sure has. We've had our hands full lately, especially with the Fekura stuff.
そうね。
Took a short breath on the side of the road and relished in the cool air against our warm skin. Golden Week had finally come to an end, and we'd be returning to school starting today.
そうそう、クレハのことなんだけど。
Oh, a follow-up report? Let me hear it.
うん。
坂上家での研修があるから今は学園もバイトも来られないけど、1週間くらいしたらまた戻ってくるって。
Oh, I see.
花がすごく筋がいいって褒めてたわ。
I'm sure. It's pretty rare to find people as talented as she is. She put up a pretty tough fight.
悔しいけどその通りね。
The malevolence she had back then had faded away, and Akari was genuinely delighted her underclassmen would be coming back soon. That's what I saw in her smile.
あとは本物の裏を捕まえるだけね。
I can figure it would come to that eventually. You're right.
これからもよろしくね、ケイスケ。
Yeah. Sorry, Akari, I'm the real one. But I wonder when he'll show up next. Will he be through with this island now that the imposter's been caught? Yes, Fantasy Food is no longer any reason to remain on the island. The fact that I was here, even here right now, was an unexpected bonus.
それはわからないけど、でも今度会ったら絶対私が捕まえる。
Oh, she has no idea how badly she's already caught him.
それでいつも偉そうなおか。本家の連中の鼻を明かしてやるんだから。
You're acting like a detective shooting for a promotion. One likely to get killed in the line of duty soon after.
違うもん、そうなんじゃないわよ。
But all that talk about rubbing their faces in.
それは言葉のあやというか。
I guess that's fine. I replied and petted Akari's head.
まあ、すぐそうやって子供みたいに。
Despite her protests, Akari made no attempt to brush my hand aside. She dipped her head, looking a bit shy. A little more. I want to spend just a little more time with Akari like this. Took a quick trip home and took a shower. Later, in what felt like a brand new term in homeroom.
もうじき中間テストだな。
That short comment from Tamahiko was enough to utterly and completely annihilate the abundant hope I had for the future ahead. Oh! Damn it! Thanks to the fake Ura, tests had slipped my mind.
まさかテストの日程を忘れてるやつはいないと思うが、それまでちゃんと勉強しておくように。以上。
Tamahiko launched that merciless attack on my corpse-like body and left the colostrum. All I could do now was to plant both elbows firmly on my desk and hold my head. No. Rubbed my head against my desk and groaned. And Akari stared at me with concerned eyes.
ケイスケ、どうしたの？あ、まさかテスト勉強。
Yeah, I haven't studied at all.
ノートは？
Blank. Crystal clear.
綺麗だね。じゃないでしょ？どうするのよ。
What should I do?
いや、話は聞かせてもらった。ケイスケは滅亡する。
Don't off me just like that!
ですが、テストまでもう日がないですよ。
Even Kana had overheard our conversation and walked up to my desk. But, you know, there was that whole mess with the fake. Are all of you okay?
普通にノートも取ってるし、復習もしてる。それだけで点は取れるじゃないか。
You of all people claiming common sense really pisses me off.
でも熊吉の言う通りよ。
Does that mean it's smooth sailing for you too, Akari?
まあね。
あかりちゃんはいつも学年トップですから。
What about you, Kana?
苦手教科はありますけど、そこそこは。
You're all traitors! I've been stabbed in the back! You ever thought they were my friends?
授業中先生がここテストに出すからなって散々言ってたじゃない。それと授業中寝すぎ。反省しなさい。
Oh well. She was right. I stayed up late a few times working on models and had come to school on little to no sleep. So there was no use crying over spilled milk there's no use crying over spilled milk and was water under the bridge. What? Better to let bygones be bygones. Let it go.
さ、
ケイスケさん、古典とか原告とか日本史なら私が教えてあげられますよ。
God damn it, Kana, you took her thunder. Really? I see a halo above Kana's bobbed brown hair. Oh, you're a saint.
はい、せっかくですし、みんなで勉強会をしましょう。
お、いいね。それぞれの苦手教科をフォローし合えば効率はぐっと上がるよ。
あかりちゃんも来てね。私も理系はあまり得意じゃないから教えてほしいし。
仕方ないわね。そういうことなら。
Aki did not affirm the kind of seemingly suggestive look. What was that look for?
じゃあ放課後に委員会室に集合ってことでいいかな。
わかったわ。
じゃあまた放課後に。
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. You're all kindred spirits.
しっかり勉強しなさいよ。
Right. Man, I really meant it. Having friends was a blessing. And the memories I had of treating those friends like traitors only moments earlier had already faded the furthest reaches of my mind. Later that day, we held a steady session in the committee room.
とにかくテストまでもう時間がないわ。付け焼き場でも丸暗記にかけた方がいいわね。
というわけでテストに出ると思われるポイントをまとめておきました。
Kana added as she handed me several handouts. Wow, incredible. You put these together so fast and they're easy to read.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Classical literature and Japanese were always some of my better subjects. With Kana's notes, I could definitely bring up my
先
grade.
生が出すとおっしゃってた箇所は二重丸をつけてあるので、そこだけは必ず覚えてくださいね。
Yeah, you've got it.
英語も文法なんて覚えてる暇ないから、教科書の例文と訳、単語の丸暗記、赤点回避に全力を注ぎましょう。
これが英語のノートのコピーだ。先生が出るって言ったところは以下同文。
Kumikichi, your writing is beautiful. For Kumikichi, your writing is beautiful. It's so irritating.
君、僕をもっと愛してよ。扱いがひどすぎるよ。
That was a more than sufficient way to treat a man.
で、問題は理数系の科目ね。公式は最低限覚えてもらうとして、玉彦先生が絶対に出すって言ってた箇所だけは解けるようにしましょう。
Ooh, I suck at math and science.
そこは私がみっちりレクチャーしてあげるから頑張りましょうね。
Aki's prearranged handouts included a bulky bundle of question sheets. This is...
数をこなさないと身につかないしね。さ、まずは公式を覚える。時間がないからサクサクいくわよ。自業自得なんだから泣き言言わないの。さ、ガンガン行くから覚悟しなさい。
You monster!
たまには鬼役もいいかも。
Momotaurus descended and replied with that devilish giggle. Aki's merciless and intensive tutoring continued until sunset. However, her teaching methods were quite logical and easy to comprehend, so it all worked out in the end. I think I'm gonna be ending it after this scene. Mainly because I have not been able to play a lot of Monochrome Mobius the past few days, and I want to play more. Fun fact, actually, about that. Turns out that Aqua Plus announced a Utawarudomo no spin-off that is going to be about Nosuri. It's gonna be like a detective game where Nosuri, for some reason, is a detective. And it's gonna have more Haku, which I always appreciate more Haku. I love the man. He's fucking great. Still sad that his original VA died. Kenji, I think it was, right? Like Kenji something something. Kenji something or other. Yeah, Keiji Fujiwara. Not Kenji, but Keiji. Keiji Fujiwara. That was the VA. And then in more recent titles, it was changed to Kentaro Tone. Whenever he was actually in something. Funnily enough, they haven't actually noted that down in Kentotones. Behind the voice actor page. Anyway. Now, all that's left is pure wine.
灰になってる場合じゃないわよ。このままだと枯れ木じゃなくてテストに赤点の花が咲くわよ。
大変そうですけど頑張ってください。プリントちゃんと使ってくださいね。
友人として健闘を祈るよ。
Right. Ultimately, the first day of our study group ended with a hazing from Hakari. The handouts and notes Hakari and Komakichi prepared for me went unused. I would have to study hard for midterms to make up for all the time they both put
僕
in.
らはここで。
ケイスケさん頑張ってくださいね。
Yeah, see you tomorrow then. Said goodbye to the Sakagami siblings and out in front of the school gates, and Akari and I walked home together.
なんかちょっと不思議な気分ね。
Akari made that brief comment while we walked down the dusk-colored hillside. Probably hard. What is it? What is? That was the sun.
なんか平和だなーって。ついこの間までは毎日パトロールとか修行とか秘宝探しとかしてたのにね。
That's true. That's the biggest reason why our midterms completely slipped my mind.
最初はケイスケがパトロールについていくって言ってしつこかったっけ。
And you were going out of your way to turn me down.
そうだったわね。でもああして食い下がってくれたおかげで今こうして穏やかな気持ちでいられる。ありがとうケイスケ。あなたがいてくれてよかった。
Sure. Hearing her say that with that soft, gentle look kind of made my heart race like crazy.
ケイスケ照れてる？
Idiot! You asked me that to my face!
いつも頼れるお兄さんって感じのところばかり見てたから可愛いところが新鮮かなって。
Don't call a man cute.
でも可愛いものは可愛いから。
I was unsure of how to interact with Akari when she acted like this. However, I couldn't let her get the best of me. How should a man, put this? Want to play that game? Then aren't you really, really cute? I mean, I feel like I just dug myself into one deep as El Grave. See? The way she was fishing was beyond fiendish! Akari's face didn't just look red due to the sunset. She turned her eyes upward at me and said,
私可愛いって思う？
Yeah, I do.
ありがとう。
We had a nice mood going, and it felt like the world around us had been dyed a lovely shade of pink. We stood in place but refused to look each other in the eye. Our breathing and the sound of our heartbeats sounded exceptionally loud. As usual, my stomach couldn't read the mood at all! Nah, maybe it actually had a certain sense. Part of me wanted to bask in the sweet moon for a while longer, but in the end... I'm starved. Played it off the same foolish way I always did.
もうケイスケったらいつも腹ペコさんね。
I am a guy, you
今
know.
晩は葵ちゃん夕飯作りに来てくれるの？
Nah, she'll be at club until late, so I'm not holding out much hope. Guess I'll be eating cup ramen again.
あまり褒められた食生活じゃないわね。体壊しちゃうわよ。
Yeah, you've got a point. But it's impressive that you can cook so well for
外
yourself.
食は栄養偏るしお金かかるし茶釜のまかない料理はありがたくいただいてるけど。
I see that you get lots of benefits like that to the part-timers. It made sense why Kura was working there given her financial situation. Well, I'll just go buy a lunchbox at the grocery store or something. It should still be better than anything instant.
そっか。それじゃあ私もついていっていいかな。食材買いたいし。
Sure, shall we go together? We were following the usual pattern. It came as a relief. There was a slight tingling sensation smoldering in my chest. If we kept up that conversation any longer, I found the chance to ask Akari how she felt. We swung by the shopping district, which was packed with housewives and students grabbing dinner-time purchases. Spotted a familiar face among the crowd.
ケイス 君にあかりちゃん？
あ、乙女。
こんばんは。先輩も買い物ですか？
はい。ちょっと遅いですけど、お夕飯の買い出しに。
Yeah, I'm unfortunately considering buying a leftover lunchbox or
あ
something.
らあら、そうなんですか？
Ultimate looked between us and looked surprised by this sudden bit of information.
私はてっきり、これからあかりちゃんがケイスケ君の部屋に行って手料理を作るものだとばかり。
いや、でも無理ですからそれ。
どうして？
どうしてって、男子寮は女子禁制ですし、葵ちゃんみたいに許可をもらってないと入れませんよ。
ああ、なるほど。
Senpai nodded, seeming to have come to terms with that information, and smiled
それ
sweetly.
でしたら、今晩は私がケイスケ君のお夕飯を作って差し上げましょうか。
For real?
先輩、私の話聞いてました？許可がないと男子寮には入れないんですってば。
それなら大丈夫です。私、男子寮でも顔パスですから。
That was the board chairman's granddaughter for you. Maybe she had a lot of clout even in the student
という
dormitories.
わけで、ケイスケ君さえ良ければ今からお邪魔しちゃいますけど、どうしますか？
The suggestion certainly did make me happy. It was more than I could have ever asked for, given how talented Ultimate was in the kitchen. For that matter, what possible reason could I have to refuse her to eat dinner with such a beautiful upperclassman? But just a short while ago, I would have answered, of course, without a moment's hesitation. But, Senpai, couldn't we invite Akari as well?
はい、もちろん。もともとそのつもりでしたし。
でも、こんな時間に、しかも男子寮に女子が入るのは規則で禁止されてて。
大丈夫です。規則には特例というものがありますから。あかりちゃんの入寮を特別に許可しちゃいます。
そんな無茶苦茶な。
Ultimate noticed Akari was being a real stickler for the rules, and she took her hand with a smile.
あかりちゃん、規則は人を幸せにするためにあるものです。不幸にするためのものではありませんよ。
でも私、委員長ですし。
じゃあ、こうしちゃいましょう。
先輩
Senpai suddenly pulled Akari into a tight embrace. To me, it looked like she had decided to play hardball.
かわいい。よしよし。
She hugged Akari's face into her plump chest as petted her head in an effort to
一
soothe
人
her.
より二人。二人より三人の方がご飯は美味しいですよ。
それはそうですけど。
だから一緒にご飯食べましょう。あかりちゃんのお料理も食べたいですし、みんなと一緒ならきっと楽しいですから。いい子いい子。
Akari began to nuzzle against her like a fawning kitten, and Senpai gently accepted her. They looked more like a mother and daughter than a pair of siblings. It was actually kind of charming. Maki would be rolling in her grave, except she's not in a grave yet, I assume. Ultimate's claims of getting by on facial recognition went as expected. With a few brief words with the dorm manager, Senpai and Akari were escorted to my dorm room. As such, two girls were currently in my tiny kitchen making me dinner.
あかりちゃん、お醤油取ってくださいな。はい。
Two beautiful ladies making me a home-cooked meal? What sort of video game was this? I was restless and having trouble containing my excitements. I sat on my knees and waited in front of the table. I could hear how much fun they were having, as well as smell the intoxicating aroma that wafted through the air from the kitchen.
ケイスケ、どこかに日本酒あるかしら？
Yeah, it should be in the
あ
fridge.
りがとう。
Like I just made a terrible suggestion.
ちょっとケイスケ、これは何？学生にはふさわしくないもので冷蔵庫が埋め尽くされているんだけど。
Akari's cheeks twitched as she grabbed and thrust a pair of 2-liter bottles in front of me. Oh, they messed up!
飲んでるのね。
Well...
シンクの下にあった大量の空き瓶、貯蔵してあったおつまみの数々、そしてこのお酒、証拠は全て上がってるのよ。言い逃れはできないわよ。
Guess my only choice here was to accept it and come clean. Yes, I drink.
なるほどね。茶釜でいつも甘酒頼んでたわけが分かった気がするわ。
Man.
あははじゃないわよ。お酒は大人になってから。
But listen, I can't work up any energy unless I drink.
その若さでアル中なんてご両親も悲しむわよ。
No, seriously, it's hereditary, so I can't help it.
ケイスケ、私もついていってあげるから、ちゃんとお医者さんに見てもらってしっかり治しましょう。
She did seem to be looking at me with like a genuine alcoholic. Of course, no one would believe me if I told them the full and honest truth. Mentioning being hung sober may as well label me an alcoholic. It's like a cold turkey.
はーい、準備できましたよ。ご飯にしましょう。
先輩、聞いてくださいよ。ケイスケったらお酒を。
まあまあ、お酒をたしなむのは健全な男性の証拠です。ほらほら、あかりちゃんも
There you have it.
くださいな。
I still qualify as young, I think. Hopefully, I guess. Can't wait for all the people in the comments to call me old. It's a sign that I'm healthy. Fuck off.
ちょっと先輩。
さあさあ。
Ultimate brought Akari along by the shoulders and dragged her into the kitchen. That was saved. But, wow, I'm looking forward to dinner.
ケイスケ、覚えてなさいよ。
I could hear Akari complaining from the kitchen, but I'd better just take advantage of Ultimate's backup and ignore it. Oh, She's opened a dishes packed on top of the table and made me cry out in excitement. They were your typical garden variety dishes that were neither extravagant nor expensive, and about what you'd find in most ordinary households. The dishes weren't flashy and in fact quite simple, but they were gentle and warm.
お待たせしちゃってごめんなさい。さあ、いただきましょう。
With a sweet smile, Ultimate put her hands together. Akari and I followed suit and said grace.
いただきます。
Thank you for the meal. I immediately grabbed my chopstick and dug into the plate in front of me that looked like daikon radish stew. Ooh, delicious.
よかったです。いっぱいありますから、たくさん食べてくださいね。
Sure. White rice is really yummy too.
炊飯器に大さじ1杯の蜂蜜入れると美味しくなるの。
Oh, is that why your onigiri tastes so great?
なるほど、本当に美味しいですね。私も今度から入れるようにしましょう。
Every dish I tried was nothing short of amazing. If I were to complain about a single thing, then I'd surely incur some sort of divine punishment. Plunged my chopsticks across the table at such a high velocity that I likely left an afterimage in its wake. Delicious, so tasty, beyond good!
ケイスケくんったら、そんなにがっつかなくてもお料理は逃げたりしませんよ。
でも本当に美味しいです。先輩が作ったお料理。
Akari took a bite of her meal and let out a small sigh. Nah, that's a pretty funny reaction to make when eating something tasty. What's wrong, Akari?
やっぱりかなわないなって。
Huh?
先輩のお料理すごく美味しい。私なんかじゃ全然かなわない。
Akari drooped her shoulders and seemed somewhat disheartened by the revelation. Akari was also quite skilled in the kitchen. I saw no reason for her to be so upset. Then I gave a satisfying groan at the flavor that coursed through my mouth. I'd eaten white fish cooked in soy sauce, the rich flavor from the broth permeated the meat as it melted in your mouth and wrapped things off with a faint yet well-placed ginger aftertaste. That's delicious! I dug into the soy sauce-laden fish and practically inhaled the rest in an almost trance-like state. I hadn't had any fish dishes this good in a long time.
それはあかりちゃんが作ったんですよ。
Wow, it tastes amazing!
本当に美味しかった。
Yeah, very much so. That was my unadulterated, honest impression. I bet an actor on some cooking show could come up with a wittier expression, but tasty was the only compliment my simple brain could form. You're a great cook too, Akari, but trying your lunchboxes and curry from the other day, it's all been delicious.
ありがとう。
Akari was so cute when she blushed.
さあさあ、ではお料理がなくなってしまう前に1個。
Oh boy, sorry for making you pour him a drink.
いえいえ。
Senpai pulled out a bottle of booze and poured me a glass in a rather nonchalant fashion. The alcohol poured with a glug glug glug. It put my heart at ease, no matter how often I heard that noise.
ちょっと先輩何を自然にお酒ついでるんですか？
ケイスケくんがお好きそうでしたので。
Yes, thank you for the drink. Yeah, delicious. Delicious food and delicious alcohol and a beautiful lady to pour it for me. This was exceptional.
いい飲みっぷり。
ケイスケも飲まないの？
Would you like me to pour you a drink too, Senpai?
ありがとうございます。ですが弱いので一杯だけ。
だから継ぐな！
And as regarded Akari's shout and fills Senpai's glass to the brim with booze, she didn't hesitate in the slightest and brought the glass to her lips.
おいしい。
Ooh, seeing a pretty girl drink is kinda hot.
恐縮です。
もう二人ともどうしてお酒なんか飲んじゃうのよ。
Oh, sorry, here, Akari, hold out your glass too. Now that it come to this, may as well ease into it and coerce Akari to drink with us. There was no greater travesty in life than not knowing how delicious alcohol could be.
ダメよ。お酒は大人になってから。
まあまあ、何事も経験ですよ。
大人になってから経験します。
Have you never had alcohol
あるわ
before?
けないでしょ。
She whipped her head to the side and then suddenly perked her head up, seeming to have remembered something.
そっか。一度だけあったっけ？
Like some New Year's spiced sake or something?
お父さんがお酒飲んでる時、ほんの少しだけ舐めさせてもらったの。あの時はどうして大人ってこんな苦いものを飲むんだろうって思ったけど。
Akari added with a distant look in her eyes.
お父様はお好きだったんですか？
はい。週末の夜はいつも一人でちびちび飲んでました。
I wondered how Akari's father must have felt when he let her try a sip of his alcohol. I'm sure your father would have wanted to drink with you when you got bigger.
そうかも。
Now that you are older, why don't you say it? Why don't we have a toast to your dad? Said while holding the bottle out once more.
じゃあ本当にちょっとだけね。
Filled Akari's glass halfway, and the three of us clinked our glasses together. Cheers!
乾杯。
Akari timidly brought the glass to her mouth.
あれ？美味しい。
Oh, you might like alcohol a lot more than you thought.
そうなのかな。でもほんのり甘くて飲みやすいわね。
Akari tipped the remainder of her glass into her mouth and chugged it down beautifully. Alright, up for another glass. Filled Akari's cup to the rim, then poured some into my own glass. Delicious alcohol, delicious food, and two adorable ladies here with me. Today's the best day in my life.
ケイスケったら？
みんなで飲むお酒って美味しいですね。
We picked at our food while pouring each other drinks. Thanks to that, we went through the entire bottle by the time our meal was through.
少し飲みすぎたみたいです。暑いですね。
Oh! Ultimate flipped up her skirt and flapped it fan herself. Each time she flicked it upright, I could see faint traces of a very thin fabric underneath that I really should not look at. There it was again.
何やってるんですか先輩。見えちゃいますよ。
いいじゃないですか。減るものでもなし。
Corners of her eyes were tinted a light shade of pink, and she giggled playfully to herself. But looks of things, Ultima was very
そ
drunk.
れに、ケイスケくんも喜んでいるみたいですし。ちら。
Oh, Ultima's flashing
ケイ
me!
スケ、何見てるのよ。
Come on, she's going out of her way to show me. Wouldn't it be rude not to look?
なでしこたるもの、男児を喜ばせるべしですよ。あかりちゃんも、ほら。
that comment, Akari flipped up Akari's, Ultimate flipped up Akari's shirt. But told reflex my eyes locked onto Akari's lower body, but... Oh, I see, you had spats on, huh?
スパッツで悪かったわね。
残念でしたね、ケイスケくん。はい、チラ。
Oh, sight for sore eyes! Akari glared at the two of us from the sidelines, grabbed her glass, and consumed the remainder of her drink in one go. That's bad. Hey, Akari, don't drink it like that. It's a waste. You're supposed to savor it.
味わってるわよ、ちゃんと。おかわり。
No. Now, she's frustrated. The moment you're frustrated, you stop drinking, because that's the moment you don't have fucking control over yourself anymore. Ultimate poured her another glass without missing a beat. Once Akari's glass was filled to the brim, she chugged it down in one go once again. Oh lord. Her eyes were kind of starting to glaze over.
ケイスケ、さっきなんだスパッツかなんて言っちゃってくれたわよね。
Yeah.
見てなさい。
Precautions. Akari staggered to her feet and reached under her skirt. Hey, Akari, what do you think you're doing?
もうするなよ。
I'm doing this, Akari says.
これで、
What do you think of this? She says, and she is no longer wearing spats. You can see it in her sprite. Oh. Oh! Before I had any chance to stop her, Akari all but tore her spats straight down. Caught sight of her panties for the very first time. Okay, she is wearing panties. And my eyes were practically glued to them.
これで乙女先輩にも負けないですよ。どうですか？私はスパッチュ脱いでからが本番ですよ。
Akari stared at Otome, took on an imposing stance, and puffed out her chest. When she stood up like that, with her legs spread, all I could think of was her panties, those glorious panties. I was so happy. Could you, stop?
ついに本気を出しましたね、あかりちゃん。これは私も本気を出さざるを得ないようですね。西園寺乙女、脱ぎます。
Oh, tits! Tits! Senpai's massive knockers. Titties! I couldn't help but clench my fists and shake it up and down excitedly.
涼しいです。
何脱いでるんですか？ちょっと大きいからってそんな凶悪なものはケイスケに見せちゃダメです。
いやあかりちゃんのいけず。
With that remark, Akari tried to force Senpai to put her clothes back on. I have a bad feeling suddenly. Okay.
悪は滅びました。
あかりちゃん、意地悪ですの。
Yeah, that's right. Show him off some more. Give Senpai's boobs back.
もう、ケイスケったらどうしてそんなにエッチなの？
She puffed her cheeks and leaned in close. It could be because she was drunk, but her red face was extremely sexy. I mean, I am a guy, so I can't exactly resist when a cute girl jiggles her boobs at me.
ケイスケ、おっきい方が好きなんだ。
Well, if I had to choose.
ではここでケイスケくんの性癖チェックしちゃいましょう。
What?
あかりちゃん、ケイスケくんを押さえておいてくださいね。
That Akari! With that, Akari bound my arms behind my back. Her boobs were pressing against my back.
ケイ
Ah!
スケったらエッチなんだから。そんなエッチケイスケは私のおっぱいで満足してなさい。
They may not have been as large as Otome, but those dumpling-sized titties, or maybe I should say huge peaches, were tender and felt incredible.
乙女隊長、エッチなケイスケがおとなしくなりました。
よくできました、あかり隊員。ではこの隙に家宅捜索を始めたいと思います。
What was that?
一人暮らしの男の子ですし、ガードは甘いと思うので、実用性を考えると、オーソドックスにベッドの下に。
No, stop that! That's a boy's holy ground and off limits to women!
ほら、おとなしくしてなさいよ。おっぱい好きなんでしょ。
I guess my back, there's something amazing hitting me!
ケイスケ、いい匂いがする。
Hey, don't sniff me, that tickles! Ah, what a unique feeling it was to have a girl hug and squish her boobs against you, all while having your dirty secrets exposed. What should I do?
あ、ありました。じゃーん、エッチな本。
No!
ふう、あらあら、結構ありますね。お盛んですね。
Don't look at my sexual secrets, don't look!
あらあらあらあら。ケイスケくんったら結構マニアックなご趣味をお持ちで。乙女先輩、私も見たいでしゅ。
Don't look! You can't look!
ケイスケくん、男の子は諦めも肝心ですよ。ここはみんなで見ちゃいましょう。賛成です。いいですね、ケイスケくん。暴れたりしちゃダメですよ。
Please just do whatever you want. I slithered away and shed tears of manly sorrow as Otome and Akari dug through and appreciated my cherished collection. What kind of sick torture was this?
これ、犬みたいに後ろからしちゃってる。広範囲？俗に言うバッグですね。男の子が突き上げると、女の子はたまらないらしいです。
You know a lot, senpai.
本で読みました。
What kind of books are you reading?
淑女のたしなみです。エッチって男の子が上で女の子が下で普通にするものだって思ってた。
Akari was red as a lobster, yet she continued to flip through the pages with a mystified look on her face.
今度は女の子が上になってる。騎乗位ですね。女の子が好きな位置で挿入できるのが特徴です。女性が主導権を握るので、男性を喜ばせたい時にも用いられます。
You really are well informed.
淑女のたしなみです。すごい。
Despite all of her comments, Akari couldn't take her eyes off the page. Man, what sort of sexual play would it call it when a group of 3 men and women all huddled around looking at porn together?
こっちの方は制服プレイが多いですね。OL さんとかキャビンアテンダントさんとか。大人っぽいのが好きなんですか？本も随分使い込まれてますし。
I feel like spiritually close to fucking Keisuke right now just because of the office ladies. Shut the fuck up. No, don't say things like that, senpai!
どうなんですか？
It was actually kind of hot when senpai pressed me for answers. To be honest, I also enjoy mature looking ladies.
照れるケイくん、かわいいです。
Keikun? What was with that hard racing nickname?
照れるケイスケはかわいいですよね。はい。
Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about being called
こっちはウェイトレスものが。
Uniforms are a man's dream! Now that we'd reached this point, I was desperate. After giving it more thought, this was a pretty tasty situation. Better just act like I don't give a damn and enjoy
ケイ
it.
スケ、ウェイトレス好きなんだ。
Yeah, I guess. Kinda think her Akari was also a waitress. To be perfectly honest, she got major points from me when she wore the tea kettle's
ケイ
uniform.
スケ、私のことそういう目で見てたんだ。
Just a little.
ちょっとだけ。
Akari leaned forward with a dissatisfied look on her face. She was so close I could feel her breath on me.
本当にちょっとだけ？
No, Akari, you have a pretty sexy
エ
body.
ッチな体だから？
I'm sorry I lied you up before. I told her how I honestly felt. This was gonna be a total mood killer, wasn't it?
そうなんだ。
Despite my nervousness instantly putting my guard up, Akari just fidgeted and twisted around in place. As usual, the gesture was extraordinarily sexy. If I didn't show some restraint, it was gonna put me in a funny mood.
ケイ君、男の子ですもんね。身近な女の子を意識してしまうのは仕方がないですよ。
When you put it that way, it's a real lifesaver.
それに、そういう感情から恋って生まれるものですしね。
そうなんですか？
はい。ですから、ケイ君があかりちゃんラブになっても全然おかしくありません。
Hey, senpai!
巨乳メイドさんもの発見です。
Hey, don't say something so meaningful, then go straight back to the porn.
エッチな本って写真だけじゃなくて文も載ってますよね。大好きなご主人様、今夜もたくましい肉棒にご奉仕させていただきます。
What the fuck are we here? The goddamn lusty Argonian maid?
言っちゃいました恥ずかしい。
That was way too realistic and I was having a difficult time keeping my own cock under control.
ケイ君ったらもじもじしちゃって興奮します？
I mean, given what you just read now, there's no way I wouldn't be.
やったー、ケイ君にドキドキしてもらっちゃいました。ほらほら、今度はあかりちゃんですよ。ここを読んでみてください。いや、こんなの読めないです。きっとケイ君喜びますよ。でも、ほらほら、頑張って。
Nah, you don't need to force yourself, okay? The way Otome recited that line was already terrifying enough, so I wasn't entirely sure if I could hold back if Akari did the same.
無理なんかじゃないもん。2番、吉備津宮あかり、読みます。
Crap, it just ended up provoking her further!
ご主人様のたくましい肉棒が乱暴に私を貫いてお星を。いやー、もう言えません、言えません。照れるあかりちゃん、かわいいです。なんで先輩、話してください。あかりちゃん、抱き心地いいです。もみもみしちゃいます。
Too stimulating, I didn't give a damn about them looking at my porn anymore. I was really worked up at this point. The party started out with a single glass of booze and had quickly gone off the rails with a number of reckless and bizarre turns along the way. However, it eventually tapered off and receded like the rising tide.
乙女先輩、寝ちゃったね。
Yeah, looks like it. Seppa was smoothing away and using the floor cushion as a pillow. Just to be safe, I covered her up with a thin blanket.
ケイスケ。
Akari, whose eyes were a tad on the red side, held out another bottle of booze to me, presented an empty glass in a rather natural fashion. With one glug after another, Akari poured me a full glass. Sorry about this. Here you have some too. I took the bottle and poured Akari a glass. We gently knocked our glasses together and brought them to our lips. Yep, booze had never tasted as good before. Held your alcohol really well.
そうなのかな。こんなに飲んだの初めてだからよくわからないけど。
Compared to before, she was mostly tipsy at this point. That flushed skin and glazed eye, that flushed skin and those glazed eyes. That moment, all I could think of was how sexy she looked. Drinking alone is nice, but drinking with a kindred spirit like you makes it taste even better.
気の合う相手。
She whispered that under her breath as she traced the rim of her glass with her index finger.
私ってケイスケと気が合う？
It'd have to be, or else I couldn't be your partner. Quiet laugh and knocked back another glass. I was looking downward, pondering something Akari said.
相棒だから。相棒だからキスしたの？
And intentionally spat out the booze in my mouth. What do you... You've had a little too much to drink, you must be drunk. Stiff smirk crossed my face in an attempt to somehow downplay this. Akari gazed at me with those passionate, glistening eyes and scooted up close.
どうしてあの時私にキスしたの?
Well, I could feel her hot breath, heartbeat, and hot body heat simultaneously. So hot and so sweet. I gulped loudly. My face was on fire, and it certainly wasn't the alcohol's fault.
教えて.
Akari pushed me back, and I put my hands on the floor behind me. Why had I kissed Akari? What had been going through my mind at the time? How did I feel about her? When she saw that I was at a loss for words, she cast her eyes down to the floor.
私とキスするの嫌だった.
Of course not! I raised my voice and took hold of her shoulders. There was no way it was true. Of course I could never hate it. For a moment her eyes went wide with surprise. Then a reassured smile rose to her face.
そっか.
Huh? She followed through and wrapped her arms around my neck and pulled me into a tight embrace. Then slowly she put her weight against me.
ケイスケ.
And brushed her lips against mine. It was a gentle peck at first, and transitioned into an awkward yet enjoyable kiss. The scent tickled my nostrils. I could feel a gentle warmth from her chest against my torso. A second kiss tasted of rice wine.
ケイスケ.
Akari called my name and all but pushed me down with her full body weight as she kissed me in a daze. I'm not reading out the repeated manic Akari. Akari! Put both arms around her back and hugged her tightly. It was drunken Akari's voice, her scent, and her warmth. We do not need the tongue! Come on! I'll put up this so don't have to look at it. I pried her soft lips apart and stuck the tip of my tongue into her mouth. Her entire body bounced with surprise for but a moment. No time at all, her body relaxed and she immediately accepted my tongue. Our tongues wrapped around together and we shared sweet saliva, stronger, deeper, and practically melted into one.
ケイスケ.
Akari was so cute when she called out my name and demanded my lips. Simply gorgeous. I wanted to kiss and stay like this forever. I wanted to be with her till the end of time, forever and ever. I wanted to be with Akari. That was the one thing I felt more strongly than ever. No better safe than sorry. My back kinda hurts. I was sleeping on the floor, but yet what in the world was on top of me that felt so soft, warm, and smelled absolutely amazing? I rubbed my drowsy eyes and looked forward. Akari! Akari was losing away and breathing peacefully on my chest. Wait, calm down. If I recall, Ultimate and Akari came over last night to make dinner. After that, we had a party and it kind of got out of hand. Later, they looked thoroughly through my embarrassing collection, and that led them to humiliating me and reciting passages aloud. Ultimate was blackout drunk, and the second kiss with Akari. It's more, she initiated it. I remember his hot sides and sweet aroma. With a spark, the center of her mind went numb. That wasn't a dream. Seconds later, sleepy and lethargic Akari picked herself up. But hey, good morning. No sooner did you reply with that dreamy greeting, the color on her face instantly drained away. Akari shot up right and quickly distanced herself from me. She gawked at her surroundings in a state of semi-panic. Do you not remember? Cheeks suddenly turned a dark shade of pink right before my very eyes. Sure. Akari quickly threw her things together and stomped her way out of my room. I didn't have a single opportunity to stop her. No? I had to think for it. Ultimate passed out first, but was nowhere to be found. Things were also missing. My eyes suddenly fell on the notepad on the nearby table and noticed Senta had left me a message.
お先に帰ります。管理人さんにはうまく言っておきましたので、あとはごゆっくり。
Don't hit us, senpai. Gave her a good talking to. What could you have said it? How could you have possibly said it? Now I better get changed and wash my face. I grabbed the hem of my shirt and was about to take it off when... sweet scent wafted off my shirt. Akari's scent. My mind wandered and instantly recalled last night's kiss. That sweet yet passionate kiss. Even now the sensation of Akari's body, his lips against mine, were lingered. Wait, no. It was going through my head first thing in the morning. Anyway, better hurry up and get changed, wash my face, and have a nice rejuvenating cup of booze to calm my nerves. Wash down the rice wine in my glass in a single chug like one might their morning milk. My mind became clear as the alcohol spread through my body. Excellent, I was ready for anything. His name was displayed on my cell phone screen. After all that effort to pass my thoughts, my pulse there once again revved up into high gear and practically redlined. Hey, what's up?
今、寮の前にいるんだけど、ちょっと早いけど、出てきてくれる?
Yeah, I'll be right there. I rushed to pack my bag and left the dorm. Let's see if they'll finally get together next part. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye.